97.7 is Tom FM. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Fasten your seatbelts for another super fantastic day weather-wise. Oh, goodness. 25 out there this morning. Did you notice you had a little frost on you? Oh, you wouldn't know because you're the princess of the carport.
You want to talk about that now?
Huh?
You want to talk about that now?
About what?
You triple dog dared my husband to park in the middle of the carport. Backed in. I pulled in yesterday and stopped at the grocery store, had some bags even with me, had to park luckily in the church parking lot next to our house. Because there's no parking on our street. So we meant to move the cars. He's like, oh, we'll move them. No, we never moved them. I had the thickest layer of frost on my car that I've ever seen. I had to scrape this morning. I don't scrape windows. And I did. All of
Travis did it?
Yes! And I sent him a message this morning, my car is covered in frost, thanks. He's like, blame Tom. He's like,
Travis,
blame Tom, he triple dog dared me.
I quadruple dog dare you while she's at work this morning. Go in her socks and underwear drawer, tie a knot in all of her socks and in her underpants.
See, there's a flaw in that because he won't be home before me. So maybe all of his socks will have whole knots in them.
Travis, I quadruple dog dare you to start locking your dresser drawers. And you might also want to sleep with one eye open, partner.
Don't start more. It was horrible. It was like really thick, heavy frost.
I know. Wasn't it the beautiful
like
kind?
There is no beautiful kind of frost.
So the carport princess had to use her scraper.
Yeah, my kids were like, what's that on the car? I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot.
Was Travis already gone to work at this time?
Yeah, he leaves in the dark.
Oh, cool.
Dark in the morning.
Cool. So did you tell the kids what's on the car? It's going to be Dad's face when he gets home.
Something like that.
So he hogged the whole carport.
Yes, and he backed in right in the center of the carport.
Oh, I am loving this guy.
And I got off late last night. I had to go to the store. It was one of those nights where I just want to pull in and walk right to my door, and I couldn't. Luckily, like I said, we have the parking lot next to our house that I used one of their spots last night.
Well, I was going to say this. We've got a guest in the house with us this morning.
We
Liz
do.
is here, and happy day to you, Liz.
Thank you.
You've been out breaking some world records.
Oh yeah.
While she's breaking world records, Afton's thinking about breaking Travis's nose. What's your take on
with that
this?
book that you're in.
I think it's pretty entertaining.
You can't even get the women of the world to side with you on this one.
Hey, I had to park out in front of my building, so if it snows, rains, I have to deal with it.
Yeah, but now wait a minute
it.
though.
On a
But
hill.
you don't have a garage or carport where Josh goes in and obnoxiously parks in the middle, right? Speaking of Josh Bollinger's in the house today too. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Josh, happy birthday to you. How old are you now?
33.
33? He's saying that just about a year. He's actually only 19, officer. So now you've been just tearing it up all over the place, breaking some records and having some fun.
I have 105 world records right now.
105? I had no idea. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Name them all.
Every single song on Just Dance 1, except for Surf and Bird. Every single song on Just Dance 2. The first 10 songs on Dance Central, but I have recordings for the rest.
So now explain this. What is the Dance Central? What is it?
Dance Central is a game that's on Xbox 360. It
Okay.
uses the Kinect sensor.
Really fun.
Oh
really,
yeah,
really
it's
fun.
tons of fun. So you actually have to do the dance moves. It's got 3 different difficulty settings, and so when you get up to harder ones, it's like really intricate dance moves.
Okay.
really fast.
And how did you do on those?
I did pretty good. They tracked for those ones for the first game. They actually tracked it on easy because you actually had to unlock medium or hard difficulty on that one. But the new one, it actually has all of them unlocked.
This is so cool because all these dance moves you're talking about, I can do those. And I mean, I'm telling you, I can do dance moves you wouldn't believe when somebody's jabbing me with a cattle prod. Short of that, I don't move that great anymore. So now where did you have to go someplace to capture these records, or how did this come about?
Some of them I did at the Big Bang back in 2010. That was actually where I did my first one.
Okay.
Which was Dare by Gorillas on Just Dance. That was my first one I had ever done, and I never played the game before. And I actually got the record. And it wasn't just one. Yeah, it wasn't one of those things where like no one else had played it. There had actually been like 10 or so people that at least played it during that day.
I spent a big chunk of my day watching the people do this because it was pretty humorous. There was one gentleman in particular that I keep thinking about.
Now this is that interactive one,
Yeah.
and you dance.
Just Dance. That one is on the Wii, and you have to actually use like the Wii remote when you're playing and stuff. But I did that one at that event, and then I got a few more of the records on like the newer, like Dance Central 2 and Just Dance 3 on at the Twin Galaxies event back in November.
Okay.
All the rest of them I've done by recording them and sending in video submission of them.
Okay. And this is all that interactive one, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, because I tried that thing. The interactive one, yeah. I couldn't even plug the damn holes in the aquarium. I drowned.
That was pretty fun.
I gave it my best shot, too.
It's definitely really cool to be able to play Dance Central, especially. I like all the different dance games, but Dance Central.
The Michael Jackson experience is really fun.
That one is really, really fun.
That's extremely fun. Yeah.
I've got it for the Wii. I definitely like it a lot. I heard the Xbox version, you have to sing along with it too.
I don't remember singing. Maybe I didn't do quite so well.
Was there beer involved?
There might have been a few drinks involved. Especially to get Travis to do Thriller was...
All the neighbors remember singing.
We got recording of that too, but we're not sitting that to get us. We're saving that for something special.
So now, where do we go from here? You've got these records, so now you sit back and will you start breaking your own records? Or are you waiting for somebody to, bring it on?
Well, the recent one that I did that actually got me in Guinness was most prolific dancing game high score, and it's because of the fact that at the time I had 85 records on dance games. I actually have 97 records for dance games right now.
Could you go and try and get one more but not quite get it? That way you can have 97.7 records on file. There we go. Yeah. All about us, baby.
But I mean, like, with that, like, I'm wanting to try to get the rest of the records for, like, I have a bunch of them recorded, I just got to send in, but I want to have all the records for all the dance games at some point. Although I'm probably not going to have that happen because on Just Dance 3 my brother actually got one of them, and I'm pretty adamant about not taking scores away from like my really close friends and family.
Oh no. No.
He actually did beat me too. I did record. I went and played it at the event, and he actually beat me. And came over and goes, "Ha! I beat your score list." And I'm like, "Thanks, mate."
Yeah. So now, isn't this where you put throw down and take them out?
I should. We're actually thinking about doing some two-player ones because one of the referees had actually talked about how I could actually try doing, because I actually have cooperative modes on like some of the games. But one of the records I'm actually working on, I'm going to be trying to set it March 3rd and 4th.
And where is this going to happen?
It's going to happen at our building, at the Green Street Hall Mall. It's going to be upstairs in the Music Union Hall.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do the longest marathon on a dance/rhythm game.
How long do you have to hit that to do it?
Over 20 hours.
Oh wow.
I'm totally gonna do it. I've played over at least 8 hours at least.
Now, can you have a partner in there, or do you get bathroom breaks or anything in there?
I think they did have rules for like a partner, like where you could do a two-player one. They do have like, I gotta ask for clarification because on one part of the rules it said you have 5 minute, you accumulate 5-minute breaks every hour.
Okay.
The other one it said 10 minutes, but either way, you can accumulate breaks.
A little bit of a break so you can use
and they do
rehydrate.
Over. So like if I went 5 hours, I'd have 5 times the amount.
Okay, so you'll have some breaks in there. So in other words, Josh doesn't have to dance in and keep handing you Red Bulls. It might help though. It might help.
It's definitely gonna be a difficult one to go for, because I mean with the other ones, you're playing, for one song you're playing anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes and that's it. And you can stop. Whereas this, like,
it's
you have 20 seconds to select your song and go into it, kind of thing.
Do you prepare for this? Do you work out somewhere? Because that's physically strenuous.
For just like the single songs, not so much. But for this one, I've already started preparing for it. I've got a schedule of an hour of playing every single night on the nights that I work, and the nights that I'm off of work. Then I'm going to be doing anywhere from 2 to 6 hour stretches of how it would
scheduling in that gaming time must be so hard.
And this is 20 hours?
Over 20 hours. My goal is to hit 24 hours because I'm actually going to try to use the event to try to raise money for Child's Play, which is a nonprofit organization that they actually raise money to get video games and toys to kids in hospitals. And they actually do that for the University of Iowa Hospital.
See now, speaking of universities, my daughter up at UNI, they did some type of a marathon dance that won them some awards or some cash against other college kids or something, and they had to stay up for like 24 hours. It was a dance marathon for 24 hours, but they could just stand there as long as they were on their feet. But you have to keep moving in this?
Pretty much. I mean, I have to try to at least attempt to do the moves and stuff. we're gonna double check to make sure, like, if you have to get so many points or something like that.
Yeah.
But it has it where you can start off on easy, but you have to increase the difficulty by 1 every 5 hours. So I will have to spend at least 15, if I go for the record that I'm going for 24 hours, I'm
Right.
gonna have to play for like 14 hours on hard, which is definitely a lot of work.
Wow.
So my
I
plan
can't
is,
play hard.
yeah, so my plan is I'm actually gonna like practice going through every single song on easy, then every single song on medium, and then every single song on hard.
And which takes, do you have to train more physically or get psyched up mentally for this?
I think it's a little bit of both because to a certain extent, like the one time that I did like a stretch of like every single song on Just Dance 2, excuse me, when I went and set the records for that, I did it all in one sitting.
Cool.
Like 6.5 hours of playing nonstop. And like for me, it actually made it easier because we were doing Tim McVeigh Day at the time, because my friend,
Yeah.
we actually just got done doing that like last weekend. But we were doing that too. So like there was actually a lot of people in there and it actually made it a lot easier to be able to keep going because you have people to chat with and
Sure,
stuff like that.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I gotta tell you, I got on a treadmill once for 7.5 minutes straight. I was just shocked when it was done. I mean, it was over. Guinness didn't even show up, made me mad. So, all right, well, this is kind of exciting. Now, the next question is, when you break a record like that, does Guinness, do you get a cash award? Is it a glory that you win? What comes with that?
With Guinness specifically, they'll send you a certificate. I actually have one at home that they gave me for the most prolific dancing game high score. And like, it's a really cool certificate. It looks really, really nice on really nice paper and everything. And it's in a nice frame and everything. It's actually in flip side.
Yeah.
So you do get that for them. But other than that, unless you try to drum up sponsorships or different stuff or do stuff on your own and try to get something out of it, a lot of times you don't.
It's for the glory then. All the more reason you need to crush your little brother.
Didn't you get to do a photo shoot through as well?
Well, yeah, and you also have a chance to get into the Guinness World Records book. For video games, they actually have a gamers edition that they've done for the last 5 years.
Spotted over there. Where can we get the book? Is it available here?
If you go to Guinness.com or GuinnessWorldRecords.com, they actually have links to. I know you can get it at Barnes and Noble and a few other different stores like that because that's where I got mine.
That is neat.
Yeah,
and you're already listed in this book for 2012.
On the 2012 one, I actually made it in. I'm in here a couple times. I'm in the back as a listing for some of the dance games, but they actually have my picture in it this year.
Oh, neat.
Yay.
Which is pretty cool because they don't really feature very many gamers specifically.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Well, I'm in that book for creating the most bogus Guinness Book of World Records certificates for my wall.
But it was really cool with this. I actually got lucky. They were interested enough in what I had done that they actually flew me out to California a few weeks ago.
Oh, that's neat.
I went out there for a few days. They did like a big photo shoot with me, which like I have the picture and like a bunch of the information about the records and everything on my website, McScratch.com. But like they actually did like a full photo shoot. They did like a set, had costumes for me to dress up in and stuff.
Oh, neat. Now, what is the website again?
KittyMcScratch.com is mine.
Say that really slow so we learn it.
KittyMcScratch.com.
KittyMcScratch.com. And now, do you have like a slideshow on there of your trip out to California? Do you have some photos on there people can go watch?
I have my link to my Facebook. I got all my pictures on there. I've been trying to get some.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that up on your Facebook.
Yeah, I do have video, and we've been having problems with trying to get YouTube to upload it. So Josh is still working on it.
Oh, please don't say computer trouble this morning. You'll get Afton going in a whole different direction.
But yeah, we try to take a lot of documentation. Like we have, for the video that he has, it's like a 20-minute video. It's got, we stayed in Santa Monica, right by the pier. So we actually got to go on the pier. We got to go and, there was a photo shoot. And then we also had an interview with, it's geekscape.net. I said it right. They actually did like a podcast with me, an hour-long one, which was really cool. The guy that did the interview with me was named Jonathan London. He was actually really, really nice. But and they're actually trying to line up other media stuff for me to help with promoting the book.
And Josh, you got to go along on the trip?
Oh yeah, they paid, it was an expense paid trip for both Josh and I to go, which was really cool because, we had a ton of fun. It was nice getting hang out with veterans.
That's that noise I was hearing the other day.
What's that?
Huh?
What noise?
I swore when I was driving up and down Green Street, I heard somebody yelling, "You dance, honey, Daddy needs another track."
I keep joking that he goes along with it just because he wants to ride on my coattails. But
Well, there you go, brother. Why not?
He's actually starting to go for some records too, so that's pretty cool.
Cool. That is neat. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming by, and people give us that website again.
KittyMcScratch.com.
And did you write that down?
I already
You probably
know it.
just know it. All right, you can call down to the station. Actually, we might just go ahead and throw a
Stuff to give away.
Okay.
It's medium.
Kitty
Is that your logo on
McScratch.com.
there?
Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, well then we will be able to give this T-shirt away this morning, and we're gonna have some other cool prizes coming up too. I really, really appreciate you guys coming in, Liz, and especially when on a national holiday like this. Your birthday is a national holiday, isn't it? If it isn't, damn it, it should be. There's postal workers out there that need the day off.
It's actually Groundhog Day is also Hedgehog Day.
Hedgehog Day, is it really?
We found that out when we were trying to look up something and happened to find that, and we were like, oh,
Yeah,
we
but-
have hedgehogs.
That's just kind of a bummer, though. The hedgehogs moving in like that. I mean, isn't that like the Kardashians creating a line of clothing, just trying to do something?
Let's not get started.
They were jealous, and so the hedgehogs started their own day just because they were jealous of the groundhogs.
One of my friends, they're like, I still have no idea what they're famous for.
Hedgehogs or groundhogs or the Kardashians?
Kardashians.
For saying they're
We can't
famous.
figure it out.
They're in the Guinness Book of Records for making themselves the most famous in their own minds. It's great. So, yeah, it's exciting. And again, go check it out, KittyMcScratch.com, and you'll be able to get more information there. And it's just, I think this is just so neat that you'll be able to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. All righty. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it very much. Thank you for coming by, Josh. Happy birthday to you again, my good friend. And folks, we got to take a fast break. We are 9 o'clock on the straight up. Look at that. My perfect timing.
I like
my
that.
biological clock was just saying it's 9 o'clock. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you something. Coming up right after the top of the hour, we've got a letter to Dear Afton, and this one just knocked my socks off. And it might knock yours off as
Intriguing.
well. It really was cool. We're going up to about 58 degrees today before it's all said and done. We are currently 30 degrees in downtown Ottumwa. You're listening to The Morning Show on 97.7 KOTM FM Ottumwa. We are Tom FM, and we are coming right back.
Dog Day. I've always loved that Bill Murray movie where he lives the same day over and over. I've always loved that Bill Murray movie where he lives the same day over and over. I've always loved that Bill Murray movie where he lives the same day over and over. See what I did there? And we'll have 6 more weeks of bad comedy after this.